Lunchtime Live, the show that allows you a unique access to the music, story, and words of the area's most phenomenal local artists and bands. I'm your host, Misha Sisikin. What are we waiting for? Let's get started. All right, welcome to Lunchtime Live. Thanks, Matt. We appreciate that. We're joined here in studio today by Modern Archers. And let's just get started. Let's get some introductions out of the way so we get a little more comfortable with ourselves, all right? All right, who wants to begin?
My name is Aaron Hoshebekian, and I'm the bassist for Modern Archers.
I'm Desi. I'm the lead singer.
I'm Nina. I'm the drummer.
My name's Nathan. I'm the lead guitarist.
I'm Greg. I struggle with rhythm guitar.
All right, and Aaron, can you introduce yourself one more time, please?
My name's Aaron, and I'm the bassist for Modern Archers.
All right, there we go. We heard it this time. All right. So, you guys are Modern Archers, and where you guys come from all around the Inland Empire we were talking about?
Yeah, Aaron and I live in Redlands. Nate lives in Loma Linda.
Okay.
Nina Fontana, right?
Yep.
And Desi actually lives right down the street.
All right, right on. Short drive, that's right.
We actually walked here from her house.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
It was a beautiful day.
Good. It is a beautiful day today. Yeah, let's get the shorts out and everything. Sorry if I'm blinding you people, but
No.
all right.
Divine.
Yeah, our viewers there or at least our listeners can't see that.
Yeah.
That's okay. So, how long have you been together as a band? Was this the normal lineup?
Let's see. How long have we been together, guys?
It's been about 6 months.
Yeah.
6 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think altogether there have been like...
It's been over a year for the three of us.
Yeah. Greg, Nina, and I have been together for about a year.
Mm-hmm.
And then we brought Aaron and Desi on about 6 months ago.
Okay.
Yeah. Aaron just started playing bass, but I mean, he's phenomenal. Nina's been playing for a while, and finding Greg, it's been a chore, but I'm glad that we have him. And then glad because of Greg, he found Desi for us because we had 2 previous singers before we had her.
Oh, okay.
A few bassists, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of them moved to Bolivia.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, which was a definite wrench in the gears. So
Yeah, it's not like, hey, can you come back when we do a show? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like maybe we could work over the internet, but I don't know if they have that in Bolivia.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, a little tougher, I imagine.
Although they do, apparently, he still invites us to his shows, like through Facebook events, but...
Yeah.
All right.
Like, maybe. I'll come.
Yeah. Yeah. If I can get the time, yeah. Okay.
Gas is $4.79 a gallon.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, here we go. That's right. It's going to be a political show now. Is there any special meaning behind your name? How'd you come up with it? Or, I mean, it's a cool name, Modern Archers, as opposed to Ancient Archers. I don't know.
Postmodern Archers.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, get a little art movement.
It kind of came randomly. We were just trying to think of what would represent us the best, and we couldn't put it into words. But Modern Archers, we threw the idea out and we kept with it. It's just like it started to define us in a way.
Okay.
Yeah. For myself, it would be the name like I told them earlier. It's kind of corny, but archers back in the day, they had to be precise. You had to hit your target.
Yeah.
And my target is getting my music into the heart and the minds of everybody else. So
all right.
I would consider that I'm a modern archer because of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a name that definitely resonates with us, but it's a super humble origin. Came from a game of Verb the Noun in Nate's apartment. Just what we didn't want was a Verb the Noun name.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we went with what would it be? Adjective and I don't know. I haven't been to school.
Too hard.
Yeah.
This isn't an English show either, so it's okay. Don't feel bad. I even forgot. So you can answer it. I don't think you can answer it collectively, but how long have each of you been involved in music? Has this been your thing for a long time, or is this relatively new? What's the deal? Aaron, you want to start?
Yeah. I'm still in high school, and I've only started playing guitar when I was 14 or 13, and I'm 16 now, so I've only played bass guitar for 6 months. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually play guitar too, but I've just started jumping on the singing maybe for a year, but I've been playing guitar since I was 15. I think.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I've been playing drums since I was about 12, like 21 now. So
Right on.
it's been a while. Like I've played all different kinds of drums, but I think I enjoy like playing drum set the most, like with the band.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Different dynamic.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah, she's a drumline instructor, so like.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So like she has a lot of experience, does shows, whatnot. For myself, I've been playing. I started piano when I was 12.
Mm-hmm.
I played for about 4 years, and I dropped it like any normal kid that wants to go out and play in the street with his friends.
Yeah.
I don't want to be inside.
Yeah.
Practicing. Now I wish I had, but.
Mm.
Then I played bass when I was 15, and I played for about 3 years, and then I dropped it. And I picked up the guitar, and so I've been playing, guitar since I was, I would say 17 until now. I'm 24.
Okay.
So, yeah, lead guitar. I mean, it's a lot of fun. Did a lot of shows
Yeah.
in high school and whatnot. But, yeah, I mean, that's about it.
Right on.
I've always had a really strong passion for music, dating back probably till since the 7th or 8th grade when I
Mhm.
first got into Green Day.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember when American Idiot came
Oh,
out.
yeah.
This
yeah.
is gonna sound like really not cool, but that really was my Dookie.
Oh,
You know what
no.
I mean, that's a great album too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember that inspired me to pick up a guitar.
Uh-huh.
Although I really didn't touch it much. I played for a while,
Mm-hmm.
but then I lost interest in it for a long time. I think a lot of it was I picked up the guitar specifically to start like a band and save the world in the 7th and 8th grade.
Oh, all right.
But nobody was really into that sort of thing at the time.
Yeah.
Especially I lived in the high desert, which is just like a huge cultural abscess. So there was just nobody to start a band with. And I went from that to, and when I moved to Redlands, I didn't have many friends, or let alone musician friends. So
Yeah.
I didn't have the motivation to just sit and play guitar. It was really in the last year or so that I'd say I started playing guitar,
Mhm.
and not just one of those kids who has like a Fender knockoff in his bedroom.
Oh,
collecting dust.
you had the Squire that I have collecting dust. Yeah,
Yeah.
don't even. Yeah.
Is yours covered in stickers too?
It used to be.
No.
All right. So, how would you describe the sound of Modern Archers if you were to tell someone, it's like, hey, this is what we sound like? Who would you relate most with? What type of music?
I think that's where our biggest problem comes from, is that we can't really like.
Well, see,
I
I'm
think-
like really excited by the fact that we can't answer that question straight up,
Mhm.
because you could play Orphan Boy, but at the same time, like, have still really not be prepared for what comes next. On the EP, it's Orphan Boy,
Mhm.
which I think you're gonna play, but then the song right after that is so in the other direction.
Yeah.
And that to me is really exciting as a musician. I feel like, especially for the generation we come from,
Mhm.
growing up in the age of the internet where we have unlimited access to pretty much every style of music, every genre, like why would anybody be interested in being confined to like one sound,
Yeah.
like ideally we'll never be able to answer that question.
So you don't view it as an identity crisis. You view it as, hey, we're dynamic, we're new, we can do this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because we're influenced by so many different things. Like,
Mhm.
it's kind of hard for us to just put it all into one and call it one thing. You know what I mean? It's kind of
Yeah.
like, it's just us. I mean, if you want to classify it, I guess, like indie, progressive, alternative, folk, like,
Mhm.
you can just put anything you want into it.
Yeah, make our own genre.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, let's let everyone be the judge of this, of your music, and it's good music. It is. The first track we're going to hear is Orphan Boy. We're going to have a listen to it, then we'll get some story behind it. You're listening to Orphan Boy by Modern Archers here on Lunchtime Live. All right. That was Orphan Boy by Modern Archers here on Lunchtime Live. And if you're just catching us, you still got time to hear some awesome music from this great band. And we're getting to know each other here. And before that, well, let's just talk about that song first, because we'll get back into what we were talking about. So, Orphan Boy, what's so interesting about that? I mean, it's got a good sound to it. It's There's a lot of melodic elements in there.
It was me and another person, old singer. Fortunately, she left. Like I said, fortunately.
Oh, fortunately. Okay, yeah.
Because we wouldn't have Desi. We wouldn't be doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, just sitting in the back her backyard one day and just tinkering with the guitar with the old bassist before he went to Bolivia. And I was like, I want to make a good song that, like, something that comes from the heart, something folky, something that, like, I'm a big Kooks fan, and I love, like, indie folk music. And,
yeah.
I don't know, I just, writing the guitar and, like, the riffs and everything, it was just, like, the sound that came out, and people loved it. So we kept playing it, and then gratefully, like, Desi came along, and she added her own lyrics, her own tone. The way that she sings the song is, like, incredible, because I used to think that it would only be, like, one way with our old singer, and then when she came along, she completely changed the whole dynamic of the music.
Yeah.
And it just, like, it's really uplifting. Like, people at the show, when we say, like, Orphan Boy before we play it, people are screaming, just like so excited.
Yeah, I love that song.
Yeah, and
it feels good.
Yeah. So, like,
the chorus is really anthemic in a way that I think benefits. A good example of how great the response to that song has been is we uploaded a video of us playing it a few days ago, and one of the top comments was like, wow, those vocal harmonies you guys are doing are really good, but we didn't have a second mic set up. That was just the crowd singing along to it. And not only were they all harmonious, they're just on key and everything. It was really cool.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Right on.
Yeah.
Well, that's a great testament to you as a band as well, because you're able to, clearly the dynamics are there, you guys are able to work with each other, and you got some great ideas bouncing off each other, so that's great.
I agree.
Hasn't been easy, but we all are really fortunate of one another, though.
Well, families aren't easy. Bands are families, let's face it.
Yeah, a lot of work.
Bands are like five-sided, like, romantic relationships.
Yeah, that's right, that's right. So, okay, you got an EP right now, you're going to work on an album, but in recording, do you guys have any weird instruments you have, or old instruments, or something that gives you a unique sound? You guys, anything special? Or
Greg has an awesome old cabinet head.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's really fussy, and it decides to jump in terms of volume randomly.
Oh, so it always keeps you on your toes.
Yeah, it's horrible. That's just like art through adversity, though. I really do want a new head.
Yeah.
I'm really a huge Tom Waits fan, so I love the idea of weird instrumentation, or, like, broken guitars, things like that.
Yeah.
Although I don't think we've really had a chance to even think about that, just because a lot of us work full time, and we really don't have the time to, like, really sit around and, like,
break guitars.
Yeah, and then, like, figure out how to, like, make them sound interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so that was, I don't know why we didn't ask this before, but so you guys have jobs outside of this, so you have other commitments, obviously. This isn't the full-time thing.
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, ideally, we'd love for it to be full-time, but at the same time, education is important. So, we're going to school, and we also need to, like, sustain a living, like Nathan, he lives on his own, so it's kind of like, you got to make rent. Rent's important,
Yeah.
So the music, we're hoping it'll take us to that next level where it's like, all right, cool.
Yeah, we want to advance and get to the point where we can go play shows, and that's paying for my rent.
Yeah.
I don't have to work at Stater Brothers anymore.
Yeah.
I'm so ready to drop my job at a moment's notice. My philosophy has always been like, this is my passion. Let's let school and a career be plan B if this falls through.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, right on.
This is like my full-time thing. Like, I only go to high school, and I don't really like it, so.
Yeah.
So you're sitting there like, come on, take off.
I just want to go home and, like, write more music for the band and stuff, so. So most of my dedication is towards this band in my life.
Everyone who's ever told you that school or that college is not like the 13th grade. Nope. it's very much so.
What you guys are talking about. I'm really happy that I'm getting my education. I want to take it as far as I can, get my doctorate and everything. Like, I can still do music. I can still do everything I want to do. Where there's a will, there's a way, and I'm making a way.
Yeah. And that's a good mindset to have, something to fall back on, just in case.
It's always good to have a plan.
Yeah, exactly. Well, then that's good, because that also speaks to you as a group, because you're able to do this phenomenal music on top of your other commitments, which is great. So good job for you guys.
Thank you.
So we're going to take a quick break because we got some bills to pay. We got some sponsors to plug. But we're going to come back right here. We're talking with Modern Archers here on Lunchtime Live. All right, that's right. We're having a great time here chatting with modern archers, getting to know a little bit about them, listening to their great music. You guys having a good time?
Oh, yeah. Great time.
All right. So, I mean, did live shows start off right as the band formed, or at least this current lineup, or was it something you guys worked at? What's going on there?
As soon as Desi came in, we like, she wrote the vocals for the songs really fast, and we're playing shows like real quickly. I was really impressed by like she even finished the vocals for one of the songs the night before one of our shows, and I was just amazed by how great it was.
Yeah, she was ready. She's like, I got it down. Let's do this next show.
She's really dedicated to it.
All right, right on. All right, so you guys get out there. Do you have who would you say your target audience is, or do you have one? I mean,
whoever wants to listen. Like,
all right.
Anybody, everybody.
Yeah.
I want people who don't even listen to like rock necessarily, or even people who are older who kind of stay away from like the younger generation's kind of music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want anyone and everyone to listen to it and be able to take something from it.
Yeah.
That's a great mindset.
Yeah, whether it's one person or it's a multitude of people.
Yeah.
Like earlier we were looking at one of the questions, and it's like, would you rather have one person, where you can touch them, or if it's just a group of people? For me, if it was just one person, like, that's all it takes is one at a time, and we're like the snowball effect band, you know? So we would hope it would just reach everyone over time.
So you're going more for the impact.
Yeah.
Touching on what Nina said, some old people once at a show said we rocked, and I thought that was really flattering.
Nice.
To breach that, because that's a pretty huge cultural divide.
Yeah.
Like, the older generation's idea of what like rock is compared to what it's sort of becoming now is there's a big gap there.
Yeah, it's different.
And to be able to reach over that, I think, is pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. What are some of the other like coolest places or shows you've played? I mean, what would you think is like, oh man, I wish I could do that again, or something like that?
I don't know. Well, we started off playing in little coffee shops and things like that. One show in particular, I thought the Battle of the Bands was like one of the most fun shows. I don't know.
Yeah.
Aaron's bass amp caught on fire during the set.
It really started smoking.
We just kept playing. We're like, oh, we don't want to stop.
Yeah, I looked at him. Aaron, stop rocking so hard. I can't help it, guys. We're just like smoking in the background.
I'm just that good.
Yeah. That was really one of the more fun nights of my entire life.
Yeah.
And I'm an adult with like little to no inhibitions. So that was a really good show.
All right, so we'll wrap up a little bit on the live shows. So you're out there doing live shows. You have any special ways to prepare for those shows? I mean, you'll go out there.
Oh, lots of Red Bull for me.
Yeah. Keep that energy, right?
Yeah, I mean, because I always have nervous energy, but like the Red Bull, I just kind of get like pumped instead of just like anxious, like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna mess up. It's more like I just get super pumped, like, okay, I'm ready to deliver. Like, I want to make you guys feel what I'm playing. You know?
Yeah.
I try not to like think so like far ahead about it. I like everything happening like very naturally when when I get up there and play.
Get your zen on.
I like to blare my favorite album very loudly on the way to the show.
How do you do your first?
And when I get there, I just try to like force an ego death, because if I think too much on stage, I just clam up. So like Aaron said, I do like to just let it flow, and whatever happens.
Yeah.
Usually, like on the way to the show, I'll like blast my radio in my car, and I'll kind of just like scream the song that's on, and then like my heart gets like races, and it's like it does that because I'm really quiet. So it's just really fun, and then I just get really excited, and I think about what's gonna happen.
So we're gonna do a little something here because we want to keep showing you off your talents. So we're gonna jump into our next track here. I know you guys have so much to say, but we want everyone to hear how great you guys are. So this one's called Glad You're Gone. We're going to listen to it. We'll get a little bit of story behind it after that. But this is Glad You're Gone here on Lunchtime Live by Modern Archers, of course. Well, we sure hope you're not gone, because that wouldn't be good. Then you would have missed this song, right? Yeah. Oh, I had to get that corny joke in there. That's right. This is Lunchtime Live, and that was Glad You're Gone by Modern Archers. We've been having a great time here, and I can't believe the time's been flying by. That's just sad, because we've been having such a great time. So, is there, again, a little different style to it? It's all praise, I tell you that. But is there anything unique about that song, or?
Well, I mean, the title like is self-explanatory, but I mean, it can mean anything to anyone. Like, people should be able to interpret it, you know, in their own way. It could easily be like about a relationship, or maybe even drugs, you know. But, I mean, but yeah, I think it should be able to.
Yeah, like when I think of the song, it's just like I think a lot about how people like enter your life, and you have the time with them to make the best of the time you have with them, and they leave, and then everyone's kind of like has their own story, and characters enter and leave that story, and it's all from different perspectives and whatnot, and we're all in the same world. So
I mean, as musicians, have there been any moments where you've just been wowed, amazed that you've been able to impact, or you yourself have been impacted by the fact that you can play music? I mean, that you have this gift.
Every day. I feel like that every single day. I'm always trying to learn something. I've started to pick up piano and guitar, you know, and I play drums, so it's kind of like, you know what, I have no business really. I should stick to what I know, but it's just, it opens up like a whole different side of me that I didn't know. So
I don't know, being someone who plays an instrument, I find it to be like there are those people out there that can play music and they teach themselves to play, and then there's those people who are gifted to play to play music. And I honestly believe that like everyone in this band has the gift to play. Like, we were all born with that gift, and fortunately, we've all come together and been able to like build from one another and express our music together, like by making it together. Yeah. And you know, like a lot of us, we like. For myself, I'm going back into reading sheet music, because I don't know how to read sheet music. You know, these guys are self-taught. Like, the music that we play together is like all emotional. It comes from feeling. Right. And even though you may have the knowledge, you know, I'm always nagging them, hey, you gotta learn this, you gotta learn this. But I really did a lot of thinking in the last couple of days, and it's, you know, our music's good. Like, for people who don't have the most experience with like music teachers and classes and like the kind of things that we come together and bring, is actually really phenomenal, because, you know, we're just expanding off of like our own creativity. And you know, where does that come from? That comes from the kind of people that we are, the experiences that we've gone through. Yeah. And like, you know, we may not know how to read music, but we know how to make great music, though. Yeah. So, of course, we always have to ask, what can other aspiring artists do, I mean, to live the dream, so to speak?
Never stop working. Like, never stop working, never stop playing, never stop creating and thinking, like, feeling, you know, take everything from your life and use it. You know what I mean?
I think it should, like, the best way to do it is to have it all come from the heart and not, like, it's good to have a goal, but, like, don't, just have it come from the heart and have it to mean something to you, and, like people who listen to it will find it interesting, because anyone could relate to someone else.
There's always a market for individuality and something new.
Yeah, absolutely. So just keep at it.
Yeah, just to those people who do want to go out there and play, you know, practice. Like, if you want to be in a band, you have to practice. It's diligent, hard work. Like, you have to sacrifice. Yeah. You know, he goes to school, but once he gets out of school, he's at home practicing, you know. Yeah. When he's not at work, he's at home practicing.
It is like 80% work. Yeah. But the 20 minutes on stage is just glorious and totally worth it. Having a finished product is just wonderful, and it's all worth it. Yeah. But it's...
Sorry.
No, please. I was just going to say, people have this like perception of musicians sometimes as like just very generic, like, you know, like maybe they're lazy or they just want to like sit around and do drugs all day or whatever, but like we work so hard. And most people do. Everybody from like, even if you're just like programming like beats and Fruity Loops or something, like that's it's a lot of work, and it seems all
like,
consuming.
To me it seems like work, but I mean, when I get on my set, like, I'm not working. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I may be working on something,
Just having fun.
technically, but I'm not working at all, and I love it.
Yeah.
Just play for hours and hours. Like, that's how it should be.
It's a different kind of work. It's
Yeah.
what you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right. Well, in the short amount of time that we have left, I know it went by, right?
Oh.
Now, where can people listen to your music, or and find out more information and things like that?
We have a Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Just Facebook/Modern Archers.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's just posted there.
Our point is just to get the music out there.
Yeah.
For people to hear it. We don't really care about making money right now. Someday, yes, but right now it's you listen to us now, and then hopefully, you know, a couple years from now, it'll be actually you guys coming to see our shows.
Right. All the best for you in the future. That's Modern Archers here on Lunchtime Live. All right.
Orphan boy, you're not alone. You know you have a place to go. So take my hand and understand. I'll never leave.